Hey, Zarka from Magpie Gemstones. This might be a really horrible video. Just warning you. People have been asking me how to wrap beads on a frame. I'm not sure how to answer that. I hear footsteps. I think it's my dog. What are you doing? Loki, do you want to say hi to the people? Come here. Come here. Do you want to see him? The puppy's getting cute. I don't know if they can see you down there because you're black. And you kind of, oh, there you are. No, he's waiting for me to feed him. So both the dogs are slamming their bodies against the back of my chair. Not now. Okay, so we're back to wire wrapping beads onto a frame. I don't know what that means. So, I'm going to talk about wire wrapping beads onto a wire. Maybe what they mean is after I make a frame, how to get the beads on it. Anyway, we're going to talk about wire wrapping beads onto a wire. One of the things I find is that the wire that you want to wire wrap onto either needs to be hard or needs to be fairly thick so it maintains its shape, because as you're wrapping you can bend it out of shape. So and unless you're using really small wire to wire wrap the beads onto it with. And so this is 18 gauge wire. I'm going to keep it straight for now. No, I'm not. I'm going to bend it because I want it to be oval and I want it to be hammered. So I'm going to bend it and I'm going to hammer it. Where'd my hammer go? That was my thumb. Sorry, you want to watch what I'm doing. Okay, so I've hammered it. This isn't going to be pretty. I'm doing this quick so you can see what it is that's going on. All right. And now I'm going to wrap some beads into the middle section here. So let's find some beads that I can use. And I'm going to use these pearls. Pearls have really teeny holes, and that's often a complaint people have with trying to work with some pearls or brios or gemstones, is that I can't get my 18 gauge wire through there. Well, no, you can't. Really unlikely. This is 32 gauge wire. Wow, it's like a hair. The smallest wire, well, that's not true. Sometimes I've used 20 gauge wire to weave beads onto something. But the smaller the wire you use, the easier it will be to get a clean look. And it gets harder and harder as you get bigger and bigger. So here's some 26 gauge. I think I'm going to try 26 gauge on these pearls. So before I get too far, I want to make sure that the beads actually fit on this wire. And they do. So I'm going to cut myself, maybe I'll cut myself any wire. See, I cursed it. I said this was going to be a horrible video. I'm trying to do the video really quickly because I keep having these coughing fits and I keep having to stop halfway through. Okay, we're not going to use that wire. Let's try that's 26 gauge wire, but it's black. Normally I don't use black wire, but it might be good because then you can see the contrast. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'll just keep talking when I come across something that I know matters in this process. I want there to be a row of pearls on the inside of this oval, let us say. So I'm going to set that pearl where I want it to be, and I'm going to hold it. And then I'm going to wrap minimum of 3 times. And that will hold it in place. If you do it once, you're going to find that when you start working on your next pearl, everything will want to go sliding. And so I'm going to push it with my fingers, and I've pushed it a little bit out of shape. So force it back where you want it to be. Never think that it'll fix itself later, because it won't. It's wire. And I'm going to do 3 wraps here on this side. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to push that in. All right. Can you see what's going on here? Okay, I'm going to hold this wire back with my thumb. I'm going to put this wire where I want it to go, which is up into the middle of the frame, and put the next bead on. And now no, these are not finished project tutorials. These are technique tutorials. There are so many of my clients and so many wonderful people out there that do finished jewelry tutorials. This is just helping you see how to do some of the techniques that might be in those tutorials. Magpie Gemstones will not compete with clients who write finished tutorial videos. So please don't ask me to. Okay, there's 3. Again, and you see how it's even? I like to keep going one side to the other side, one side to the other side. If I go all the way up one side and then do the other side and notice that it's not even, it's just harder to figure out how to... The dogs are throwing their bodies against me. I think they're hungry. 1, 2, and 3. And pull it up. And there we have it. Oh, they heard me say the word hungry. And then just keep going. Sometimes I will, if moving these together with my fingers isn't necessarily working all that well, I'll take my chain nose or my flat nose pliers, and I will gently pinch them together, and I will flatten them a little bit, and just keep working it until it looks exactly the way that you want it to look. Have control over your wire instead of it having control over you. Oh, yeah, right. And that's how I wire beads into a frame. I hope that answered your question. I'm not exactly sure what the question was. Okay, I'm going to finish this thing, and it's going to be wobbly and cockeyed, and it might be kind of cute. Thanks for listening, and thanks for playing. And I didn't cough. Yay! I better go feed the dogs. Bye.